There's a myth about discipline that keeps weak men weak. The myth says discipline is a battle of will, that every morning you wake up and fight your own weakness in single combat, and the strong win through sheer force, gritting their teeth, overpowering their softness by raw internal violence. Under this myth, if you fail, it's simple. You weren't strong enough. You lost the fight. Here's the truth the myth hides. The most disciplined people alive are not winning a daily war of willpower. They ran out of willpower long ago, same as everyone. What they built instead is something far more reliable than willpower and far harder to break, a machine that feeds itself. They discovered that discipline isn't powered by feeling strong. It's powered by evidence, the accumulating, undeniable proof of your own forward motion. The ancients understood this. The warrior wasn't forged in one heroic act of will. He was forged in 10,000 small repetitions, each one proof to himself of who he was becoming. Modern research has now confirmed the mechanism behind it and named the fuel progress, the felt experience of moving forward. This is Sparton Ethos. Today we forge real discipline, the kind that doesn't shatter when your willpower runs dry. Let's begin. First, understand why the willpower model breaks men. Because you have to see the weakness in it to build past it. The willpower model treats motivation as a fuel you burn to force yourself forward. And like any fuel, it runs out. You can white-knuckle your way through the hard thing for a while, but the tank empties, and when it does, you stop. This is the cycle that defeats most men who try to change. A burst of ferocious effort, followed by collapse. They mistake the collapse for a failure of character. It isn't. It's a failure of strategy. They built their discipline on a fuel source guaranteed to run dry. And here's where the willpower model is cruelest. The goals worth pursuing, real strength, real mastery, real transformation, take a long time to show visible results. So there is a long, punishing stretch where you pour out effort every single day and see almost nothing back. Effort high, results invisible. That gap is where most men break, not because they're weak, but because no one can burn willpower indefinitely against a scoreboard that refuses to move. So the man relying on willpower alone has built his discipline on sand. The first hard season washes it away. What he needed was to build it on something that compounds instead of depletes, and that something is proof of progress. Here is the principle the strongest operators live by, whether they can name it or not. Research into what actually sustains human drive over the long campaign found one factor above all others: the sense of making progress in meaningful work. Not reward, not praise, not fear. The felt reality of moving forward was the single greatest force keeping motivation and resolve alive. And its opposite, the sense of being stuck, was the greatest force killing them. Now grasp what this means for discipline, because it flips the entire game. If progress fuels drive, then you do not need to feel strong before you act. You act in the smallest disciplined way. You generate hard proof of progress, and that proof forges the resolve for the next action. Discipline stops being a fire you have to summon from nothing and becomes a chain you forge link by link, where each completed link makes the next one easier to add. The weak man waits to feel disciplined, then acts, and waits forever. The forged man acts first, stacks the evidence, and lets the evidence build the discipline. One depends on a feeling, the other builds a fact. Facts don't run out. So here is the protocol. 4 disciplines, each one designed to manufacture the proof that forges the man. Discipline 1. The rep must be small enough to be undeniable. The gap between effort and visible result is what breaks men, so destroy the gap. Make your daily action small enough that completing it is certain and gives you immediate, undeniable proof. Done. Not get strong, but this set. Not master the craft, but this hour. The size of the rep is nothing. The completion is everything, because the completion is the evidence, and evidence is the fuel. A small rep finished beats a grand ambition abandoned, always. Discipline 2. Make the proof visible, keep the record. Progress you cannot see does not forge you. So carve it where you can see it. Mark every day completed. Build the chain and let your own eyes witness it growing. The warrior kept count of his training for a reason. The visible record of what you have done is a weapon against the lie that you are not moving. Each mark is proof, stacked, that you are becoming. Do not let your progress stay invisible. Invisible progress builds nothing. Discipline 3, honor the rep. Let it register. Do not wave away your own completed work with, "That was nothing." That is the weak man's reflex, and it starves the machine. When you finish the rep, let it land as what it is. Proof of your discipline earned. Not celebration like a child, acknowledgement like a soldier logging a completed duty. That counted. I held the line today. Letting the win register is not softness. It is how you convert action into the fuel that drives tomorrow's action. Deny it, and the machine stalls. Discipline 4. On the empty days, hold the line at all costs. There will be days with nothing in the tank. Days of no willpower, no fire, no want. On those days, the mission is not glory. It is simply this: do not break the chain. Execute the smallest possible version. 1 rep, 1 minute, 1 page, and keep the record unbroken. This is the most important discipline of all, because the chain is your strength, and the man who protects the chain on his worst day is the man who becomes unbreakable. Anyone can train when they feel strong. The forged man trains a little even when he feels nothing, and that is exactly what forges him. Now the honest word, because this ethos is built on truth, not fantasy. The progress principle forges real discipline, but it does not remove the work, and it does not remove hardship. Some days will be brutal regardless. What changes is that you stop fighting an unwinnable war of pure willpower and start building a structure that sustains itself, small proof stacked on small proof, until discipline becomes less a daily battle and more simply who you are. It makes the forge more effective. It does not extinguish the fire you must still stand in, and the proof must be real, aimed at something that matters to you. The research was specific. It was progress in meaningful work that drove men forward. Empty box checking on things you don't value will forge nothing. So choose a worthy objective, one you actually believe in, and then let every small rep toward it stack as evidence. On the right mission, small proof compounds into unshakable discipline. On a hollow one, no system will save you. The weak man waits to feel disciplined before he acts. But discipline isn't a feeling, it's a structure built through repeated action. You become disciplined by showing up, completing the rep, and keeping the chain alive, especially when you feel weakest. The warrior isn't the man with the most willpower, but the one who keeps showing up. Stop waiting to feel strong. Stack the evidence, hold the line, 1 rep today, another tomorrow. That's how men are forged. Subscribe to Sparton Ethos for discipline forged, not felt, and comment. What rep will you complete today, and will you hold the chain?